EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello everyone, it's a beautiful day to you and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the EOM Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Today on the program, as always, our focus is on the Nigerian economy. We shall be speaking with select industry operators about their businesses, the operating environment, and other related issues.
And so Let's Talk, we shall be featuring the distinguished and award-winning CEOs.
Jeff of Nigeria Limited, Pinda Holdings Limited, Dependable Stars Nigeria Limited,
Marijo Global Services Limited.
On Spot On, we shall bring you
a quintessential gentleman, visionary, experienced, energetic, and result-oriented aviation support services management expert, symbol of honor, integrity, and excellence, NCAA certified professional, team player, and industry veteran. Engineer Babatunde Adedayo Obadofi is the founder and chief executive officer of Aero Consult Limited, a leading integrated world-class aviation specialist firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
And on the face-to-face is
a perfect gentleman, signpost of integrity, holder of respected academic and professional certifications, experienced banker, financial solutions management expert, tested, trusted, versatile, and impactful project management strategist, team player, and industry captain. Dr. Chedu Ojemaye is the executive director and chief executive officer of VNL Capital Asset Management Limited, an acclaimed full-service, world-class, next-generation asset and portfolio management company in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
It's a package you can't afford to miss. Stay with us.
Ambassador Prince Kamsim Sadiq Adebowale, a perfect gentleman, transformative, passionate, and impactful professional, alumnus of the University of Lagos, symbol of trust, experienced, versatile, and innovative business management expert, certified travels and study abroad consultant, is the founder and chief executive officer of Royal Edifice Travel and Education Agency, a leading global standard travel and study abroad placement firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
We've got a lot because we have a dynamic industry, so we have a dynamic thought as well. But I was just shipping few of our mission because our missions changes over time because we follow trends, we follow the market trends, and for a business gladiator like us who is aspiring to get to a very greater height, we have a series of missions, but I'm just going to give one that is all-encompassing that could be useful to every of our customers and our listeners as well. For our mission, we're striving to give a service that is going to give an economic momentum to our nation, Nigeria, and also help students to achieve their study abroad dream to every world destinations they aspire to go. And for our vision, we said to be the largest education aggregator, raising from just a student counselor to world recognized aggregator, collaborating with universities globally and also helping students and other student counselors to achieve study abroad dreams. We've been in business for 12 years and this is the way we've been operating. No litigation, no any form of visa racketeering, and we have maintained our integrity over time, and the record is still there. Everywhere that we get feedback, they are always fantastic, from third party telling third party. It's been so well. At Royal Edifice, we run a pro bono service for the UK and Canada, meaning that we do not charge a dime from the start of the admission through the visa process and even to pre-departure arrangement. We do all these things for our clients for free without charging a dime.
EOM Business Network on Silverbird Television presents Most Distinguished CEOs in Nigeria 2025.
there, in continuation of our business program, the Award of Excellence, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026 is presented to the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Tikula Nigeria Limited, the person of Engineer James Ola Akombi. Sir. Thank you so very much.
Chief Nam Osita Benjamin, a perfect gentleman, embodiment of integrity, experienced, versatile, and people-friendly freight forwarding services management expert, strategic, resilient, and impactful entrepreneur, team player, and industry captain, is the managing director and chief executive officer of Youtube1 Nigeria Limited, a trustworthy international standard freight forwarding and shipping logistics firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
Youtube1 is a company with a foundation of integrity, foundation of truth. As long as freight forwarding business is concerned, we're involved in importation, exportation, and another aspect of freight forwarding that is clearing and forwarding as agency. Youtube1 is good to go. We deliver to your doorstep. Every transaction done with our clients, Youtube1, they call back because the service delivery is top notch. And I wish every businessman to make use of Youtube1. The founder of Youtube1 belongs to NAGAF, the man with the spirit of NAGAF, blood of NAGAF, National Association of Government Approved Freight Forwarders. NAGAF wants you to learn. You need to learn. But the other way around, NAGAF have taught other associations for them to go and open academy. Most of all these associations, they have opened academy, but we lead and others follow. CRFFN is a baby of NAGAF. We fought for it. It's an act of parliament. And that makes us professionals. If we adhere to that advice and that directives, definitely there won't be the quack. The quacks will be there. Not that you look here quack, you look here quack. And that leads to people, a lot of them committing, going into spiritism. If I don't do this, I will not get this. Some of them dying young because you can't get anything from the devil and go free. You pay for it. And founder advises us on that. May God keep Dr. Nebonam.
A Bodade Peace Mercy, an excellent gentle lady, innovative and intentional entrepreneur, symbol of integrity, insightful, impactful and transformative business management strategies, experienced, astute and people-friendly professional, team player and industry captain. Is a managing director and chief executive officer of Pinhead Holdings Limited, leading and diversified world-class Africa's first and largest travel and immigration consulting firm in Nigeria. Then one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
There are so many needs, especially if you're a corporate, there are so many needs that you have that we can serve from our ecosystem, without you having to go fish out for these other things elsewhere, right? Say you work with our media house, then you now need a property, whether home or abroad. CityVest can help you get that. So that risk of falling into the arms of scammers, in that sense, you've eliminated it by 1000%. I work to rest. I sleep with my notepad. Yes. So my brain is the happiest when it's birthing something new. When it's thinking about something new, thinking of, in fact, I noticed one of the easiest ways for me to get into depression is when I'm not making progress. If I'm stuck in a place for a while, whew, Jesus, it's death. Let me put it that way. So, I have a very, very creative mindset. I love being in my creative juices. I love reading, going to serene environments, like any adventure. I love adventure, funny enough, but it's adventure with nature. All these Paris kind of setting is not my thing. It's not my thing. I love like nature kind of adventure and all. I like using my brain. I like book because I like doing things the right way. I like being a professional in spaces I enter. Right? So for me now, I'm someone you call an underdog in the immigration industry because I didn't read law. Like, imagine starting BSc law. And I would do it. And the reason is because I like doing things with a lot of intention. So even now, when I was in school, I got into school in 100 level, and that was the first time I was leaving Kaduna State on my own. Yes, that was the first time I grew up in a house where, you know, when you want to go out, like your daddy pulls out Bible, say, come and see what happened to Dina when she went to see the daughters of the land. You want this to happen to you? I say, no, you're going inside. So books were that. I think that's how I really got used to reading books.
Emeka Obenali, a perfect gentleman, purpose-driven, passionate, and resilient professional, experienced, certified, and customer-centric freight forwarding services management expert, teamwork advocate, and industry leader, is the managing director and chief executive officer of Dependable Stars Nigeria Limited, a fast-rising freight forwarding and logistics firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
Dependable Star was not an easy role. You know, it was not easy because I started from so many hustles, like working with my former boss, Chubuzo Nwankwo. He was the person that brought me into the industry. While he brought me into the industry, I was in his office. I was a field officer, and I was doing the releasing job for him. Later on, I started escorting containers in order for me to have the insights about every aspect of clearing and forwarding. So after a while, I felt it's time for me to move on, and I started doing my own thing. By God's grace, I have one or two persons that are giving me job. So, and the thought came to me that, you know, as a professional, you have to register a license. And my goal was not just freight forwarding, also into haulage, importation, and the rest of that. So I had to have my corporate affairs, my CEC, then the board of trustees. So that was how I started from a very humble beginning. Dependable Stars, we are not just into freight forwarding, we are also into importation. Dependable Stars, we are into importation. We deal on cars, we deal on spare parts. We need cars, you can call on us, we'll be able to give you cars. And we also, into trading, we make sure we deliver effectively, like bringing your goods to your doorstep without glitches, and delivering your container on your read time. Patronize Dependable Stars, you will not regret, because we are effective. We are professionals in what we do. We deliver effectively. We make sure that this job, from start to finish, that we immediately we collect the bill of lading. We do things that is expected of us. This import clearance guideline, we make sure we meet up to import clearance guideline. We make sure that we take delivery before 48 hours, because that is standard procedure. One of the challenges is the national single window. the national single window that has not been introduced. Before now, we had the BOW. There was also challenges on BOW. But the national single window, we are able to meet with the Controller General of Customs, which is the person of Adewale, and he promised us that very soon everything will fall in place because they are giving their best. And I saw that truly they are giving their best. Customs are trying, to be candid with you. The challenges we are having is the NAFDAC and the SON.
Chief Dr. Ifaye Emo, a perfect gentleman, signpost of intellectualism, experienced, passionate, and customer-centric freight forwarding services management expert, vice chairman of NAGAF, team player, and industry captain, is the chairman and chief executive officer of Marijo Global Services Limited, a well-known and trustworthy international standard freight forwarding firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
Marijo Global Services Limited was established in the year 2007, and we are basically into every business that has to do with maritime. And with the grace of God, as we operated and moved forward in the year 2015, we were registered by Nigerian Customs Services to now operate as a custom licensed freight forwarder that has the license to now function officially in the maritime industry. Our mission is to, in the nearest future, have a company that will be looked at as a consolidated one-stop shop where every logistic chain providing services will be rendered, from importation to clearing, delivering to the customer's warehouse, warehousing, transportation, haulaging, a lot. Because it's a chain reaction. It's a chain reaction. So that is what we do in this company. Here in the maritime industry, there are numerous custom licensed companies that are rendering the same services we are rendering. As a Marijo, because we personalize our services, we give our clients peace of mind, and we deliver with minimum supervision. We fall in line with government requirements, policies, to make sure that our declarations are honest.
Engineer Babatunde Adedayo Obadofi, fellow Nigeria Society of Engineers, a quintessential gentleman, visionary, experienced, energetic, and result-oriented aviation support services management expert, symbol of honor, integrity, and excellence, NCAA certified professional, team player, and industry veteran, is the founder and chief executive officer of Aero Consort Limited, a leading integrated world-class aviation specialist firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
Occasionally, we have people, difficult students. See, but because of our relationship, I mean, how we counsel them because they counsel them. We don't have such problem at all. Difficult education, we don't have. Aero Consult, in the next few years, this is a regional, training organization. Not only that, Aero Consult, you need to see Aero Consult as internationally not just approved. I don't want to say approved, but don't international recognized organization. In fact, in December last year, we ordered a program starting from the January that our focus now will be international recognition of Aero Consult trainings, so that whatever they do in Europe, we are doing. We are doing the same.
Dr. Chedu Ojemaye, a perfect gentleman, signpost of integrity, holder of respected academic and professional certifications, experienced banker, financial solutions management expert, tested, trusted, versatile, and impactful project management strategies, team player, and industry captain, is the executive director and chief executive officer of VNL Capital Asset Management Limited, an acclaimed full-service, world-class, next-generation asset and portfolio management company in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
So VNL Capital Asset Management, Asset Management Limited, for us, it's founded on looking at what the experience is in the industry, and we felt that Nigerians and the investing public needs to be better informed. So we pride ourselves around a research-based institution where research is our keyword. We try to put together analysis of what is happening before we go out to our clients. So in coming up with VNL Capital Asset Management, we're very, very particular about what we want to achieve. And this includes creating, preserving, also creating wealth, preserving wealth, also ensuring that all our clients actually enjoy the value of their relationship with us. So we don't just come to say we want to sell an investment institution to you. We want to sell to you based on market research, based on your understanding. Now, as I was saying, I clearly say that there are different things, savings and investment, right? We want investors to come up to say, we want to solve this problem. We want to bridge that knowledge gap that exists in that space. So because of that, we created VNL Asset Management, or we decided to create VNL Asset Management to operate it to be differently from what you see traditionally. This is purely research-based, knowledge-based. We discuss and educate our clients, and we focus on ensuring that our clients grow their wealth over time. Our vision is to be a trusted partner in wealth creation and delivering tailor-made investment opportunities for our clients. Right? And we are there to create a tailor-made investment. So when we speak to every investor, we speak to that investor based on the uniqueness of his requirements. So we want to understand what does this investor need, what is unique about your investment instrument, what is your plan about your investment. People have different reasons. People you speak to, they want to just preserve wealth for now. Some people tell you that they want to keep money in 5 years time, they want to use it to achieve this. Some people say they want the money to be generational wealth. So when you speak to those clients, you go based on research, you're able to advise the clients based on what it is, and that clearly aligns to our vision. Our mission is to provide innovative, tailored investment solution. You can see that our mission, vision, all aligned about creating that innovative, tailor-made investment decisions for our clients. We want to serve our client in a very, very unique way. Not just serving your client, not just selling to your client, but servicing your client, working for your client in a very unique way. So we want to make sure that our clients are first in everything we do. In every of our decisions, our clients are first. So that is what we are. That is clearly our vision. That is clearly our mission as well. And for us, we look at it, take it from a very, very strategic end, looking at it that we have our core values. Even our core values are built on strengthening our key mission and vision. Right, looking at excellence. Excellence is a service point for us. We need to service our customers with that excellence in mind. Right, professionalism, we have to be professional. That's our core value. Innovative, we have to be innovative to ensure that we're able to understand what our customers are saying.
If I say this in Sena Clan, may look like, what are you saying? Say,
if I'm being recognized, it's my people that's being recognized because they do the day-to-day work.
So it all boils down to you doing your due diligence.
Best visa service to all our clients.
And that's about it on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We do not take it for granted. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to EOMBusinessNetwork.com. A big thank you to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, I am Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.